Before we get to Wrestler of the Week for this week, let's look back to this past Saturday night, the first day of the year, the first WWE. Oh, yes, Tim.
No, I'm day one.
Oh, okay. I thought you were. But day one, WWE was in Atlanta and had a little bit of a shake-up because Roman Reigns entered the COVID protocol.
Rona Reigns.
Rona Reigns. Now he has been cleared. He will be on SmackDown tomorrow night.
So I have a question.
Yes.
I don't want to get into the weeds here.
I think I know where you're going, but go ahead.
Is there a possibility that his Rona was worked in order to not do Roman Brock at day one?
Absolutely.
100%.
And have Brock go and win the WWE Undisputed Heavyweight Championship of the Universal World? I mean, like,
did they ever say he had COVID or he was in COVID?
Said he had COVID.
Oh, yeah, he had it. Okay. WWE.com posted a news.
I didn't know if it was COVID protocol.
No. It was
that. Oh, okay.
He said he came to the building, was tested at the building on Saturday, and had COVID.
So it was a rapid.
What his tweet said.
So it was a rapid test. So
test.
Could have been a false positive as well, quote unquote. I mean, it's certainly possible. I'm not gonna just automatically put it out there that they worked it, but sure, it is absolutely possible.
I'm not saying anything like I hope he had. This is gonna be the worst thing I've ever said in my life. I hope he had the Rona. Because I think it would be so dumb if WWE started working coronavirus angles.
I mean, I don't think it's a I don't think it's a smart road to go down there.
Oh, it's so slippery.
So slopey.
Also, I mean, you were the one who said that you wished you were at Over the Edge when Owen Hart died. So I don't know if this, because now we know that Roman is okay. So I don't know if it's the worst thing you said.
I mean, to be fair, I didn't say I wanted to be there when Roman Reigns died of COVID.
True. Right. So I don't think it's the I don't think
Look,
it's
my last week for a while. I gotta say some outlandish ish. I gotta earn.
Tim's canceling himself.
No.
No. Like I said, it's certainly possible, but I don't think that's or at least I would hope that's not the case here, because I think, especially if it would get out that they worked it, is that a problem as a publicly traded company with shareholders? Is that problematic? I don't know how the whole shareholder owning stock things work. Does that matter if you're lying about stuff like that to people?
I don't know. It's just weird. It's bad taste.
Right.
I mean, it's almost as bad as like us thinking that WWE worked Drake Maverick's first release. Remember that?
Yeah.
Where he got released and then he immediately had this video crying and then he got hired again.
Yeah, I mean, again,
for an angle.
None of it would shock me if I'm being, and maybe that's just me thinking that anything and everything outlandish can happen in wrestling. That I just assume
if it is said on a wrestling program,
it's a possible work.
Yeah, and I hate it.
Mm-hmm.
Carry on.
Besides the main event, is there anything anybody wants to particularly talk about from day one? Because I feel like there's opinions about the main event and the way it went down and putting Brock in the main event. So we will certainly talk about that. But is there anything else from day one that we want to talk about before we talk about the main event?
A lot of shocking finishes in those other matches, I'll tell you what. I mean, I don't think anyone would have picked all those outcomes to be the way they did.
like the Usos retaining the tag titles.
Shocked.
I mean, they go hard in the paint.
They're day one-ish.
Drew
McIntyre over Madcap Moss. Who
Look,
didn't
okay,
see that
okay.
coming?
Like, yes, but if you would have told me that a 9-minute and 45-second match between Drew McIntyre and Madcap Moss would have been better than expected prior to me watching it, I would have called you a liar. I'm not saying it's a great match. Spoiler alert, not on my already started list of top matches of 2022. Didn't make the cut, but that match was better than I expected it to be. It was also like 9 minutes and 30 seconds longer than I thought it was going to be as well.
Shocking finish.
I was surprised Edge beat The Miz. Edge stood tall on Raw. That usually means The Miz stands tall at the pay-per-view. So that finally
that's the only
debunked
one
that
was
rumor.
probably a coin toss. The others, it's pretty much chalk.
Yeah, RK Bro retaining, Becky Lynch retaining.
I think Liv Morgan showed out. I think every time
Yeah.
I see her in like meaningful matches, she looks like she belongs more and more in the main picture spotlight.
100%.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Right. Devin says he acknowledges you as the sausage guy.
I'm a sausage guy.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
He does acknowledge you. He must have felt bad. Oh yeah, here's a good one. Mike asked, any predictions on how long Drew will be out? So yeah, apparently the chair to the neck spot is because he actually has a neck injury. I didn't see anything regarding the severity of it. So I mean, you're probably, unfortunately, at this point, if you're talking neck injury stuff, I mean, you got to wonder if he's probably out of Mania. So do you bring him back this summer, like Money in the Bank time, or do you just wait until a SummerSlam feud?
Summerfest.
There are signs that need a pointing at the most stupendous WrestleMania in the history of stupendous WrestleManias.
You know?
Can we talk about how WWE is using a Barney word?
Wait,
The advertising for WrestleMania this year is the most stupendous 2-night WrestleMania ever.
that's a Barney word?
Stupendous.
I remember. Yeah. Barney would say stupendous.
We're using
Boy,
Barney
I
words,
don't recall that being a Barney word. I don't recall watching much Barney.
I was gonna say I don't know how many episodes of Barney I watched, so I'll take your word on that one.
Barney, Barney was
So wait, you didn't watch many?
1998, there was a VHS called Barney's Stupendous Puzzle Fun.
Never watched it, so
WrestleMania is Barney. I hate this.
Oh,
I can't wait to be done with wrestling.
Big Jim, you were more of a Teletubbies guy, is that right?
I mean, that's the rumor on this.
He's all about the la-la.
Man, he seemed like a Poe guy to me.
I have no idea what any of that is. I mean, I know what the Teletubbies are, but beyond that,
Poe's
Can you name the other two, Big Jim?
what's that?
Come on, Big Jim.
Can you name the other? We gave you 2 Teletubbies.
Which ones?
We had
Which ones
Lala.
did you give me?
We
Lala,
named you Lala and Poe, and you have to give us the other 2.
Tinky
Sing
Winky,
Sing and
was
Ling Ling.
one.
Tinky Winky.
Tinky Winky. Yep.
No
know,
clue.
You're
Bob.
missing the
Special,
second one.
Bob,
You're missing the green
Bob,
one.
Bob.
not a clue. We could sit here for the rest of this 2 hours
Oh,
staring.
come on. You can do it.
All right, friends in the chat, if you're in the chat right now, if you can name the 4th member of the Teletubbies,
You know damn well
You
Devin
get-
can do that. He watched this.
you
fucking
get my
shit last
picks in 2
hour.
weeks.
There you go.
You can
First
name
one to
the-
correctly get it. Well,
It's not Sing Sing or
Teletubbies.
Ling Ling, huh?
No, those are pandas.
I'll be damned.
Harambe.
I mean, with
Also gorilla. Mike.
children's shows
There you go,
and,
Big
and
Mike coming in.
wrestling, I mean, The Rock, Cookie Monster, and Elmo do have quite the feud going on today. If you're paying attention,
Really?
they do.
Yeah, I don't know what's that about. I saw Elmo show up on my Twitter feed a bunch this past 2 days.
God.
What the hell is even that?
Why is The Rock trying to pick a fight he can't win?
Hey, well, he challenged Cookie Monster to a cookie eating competition. Apparently,
Oh, that's a rookie
He's going to
mistake.
lose.
he's definitely going to lose.
Yeah, he's a sucker.
He is done.
So, There was an episode of Sesame Street where Zoe had a friend that is a rock, and the rock had the last oatmeal raisin cookie, which Elmo wanted, and he didn't get it because the rock had it. So Elmo tweeted, "Have you ever seen a rock eat a cookie?" And Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson replied to this tweet and said, quote, "Yes, my friend, The Rock devours cookies, all kinds of cookies. I'll introduce you to hashtag cheat meals, and it'll change your life. Tell Cookie Monster to move it over because I'm coming to Sesame Street to kick ass and eat cookies, and I'm almost all out of cookies. Rock."
Two
He
things.
can't talk like that.
Two things.
First of all, I wish he would have tagged pie, not cheat meals.
Yeah.
So, hold
Cookie
on.
Monster responded and said,
Oh.
"Mise cookie challenge accepted" in all caps.
So two things here.
This is great.
So is ass now a Sesame Street word?
It is.
It must be.
Well, it's like a donkey.
Two, did The Rock just invent poontang cookies?
He must
By
have.
proxy. If he liked all kinds of pie, but his favorite
It
was
says all
poontang.
kinds of cookies, and there's the purple devil emoji next to a cookie. So he's certainly
The
making
Rock?
implications.
Devil and the word
my.
ass.
The Rock is out here. He is a creator during these troubling times.
Didn't
He has
The Rock-
invented poontang cookies.
Not
Maybe
He did
the
it also
devil
with
was
cookies.
supposed to be the count.
No.
You know, The Rock's gonna tell you a little story. You ain't gonna believe it, but he's gonna tell you anyway. It's tough to be The Rock. No, shut your mouth. No.
I don't want to get blacklisted in Bangladesh.
There's no way in hell WWE even claims they still own that shit.
Well, that's true.
Even though The Rock is the most electrifying man in all of showbiz.
That's so
You
bad.
see, when The Rock gets too much fame and all the bright lights,
Too much.
he likes to kick back and have a slice of that unadulterated delight.
I'm just gonna. All right, I'm bringing it back.
Welcome to Rick's Bakery. Can I help? Wait a minute. Aren't you the famous Rock?
Yeah, The Rock, the people's champ in the house. What's
Oh,
happening,
God,
Slick?
hey, how you doing, guy? Listen, you got to take a picture before you leave, guy.
Oh, The Rock don't want to take pictures. The Rock just wants a piece of pie. You got any of that in this bakery?
I got every kind of pie you can think of. I got strawberry pie, blueberry pie, apple
Blueberry.
pie.
What? Oh, no. Whoa. Actually, Slick, it doesn't matter what type of pie you have. Let The Rock tell you a little story about pie.
Maybe we'll revisit that later in the show.
So I absolutely remember every word
Unreal.
to pie.
To pie.
I don't know why.
You
Well,
paid
Mark
You
attention
said
to
got
that
the answer
way.
right, but you were
pie.
late. And nope, Mike is a real person. You can hear
Oh.
Mike on the Take Three
So-
Wrestling podcast.
So now all good-looking fat white guys look alike.
No, Mike just followed me on Twitter, and I followed him back. That's how Twitter works.
That is how Twitter works.
They call me Burn. I
Mark's
believe.
been tweeting lately.
I tweeted a little bit. I'm
I
dabbling in
didn't
the
even
tweets.
see that.
I'm proud. I'm
You
proud
better
of
wake
you.
up.
Look at that.
Thank
Turn it
you.
over a new leaf.
Dabbling in the tweets.
But yeah, I would have thought the Miz would have won on Sunday, or excuse me, Saturday. Got to get used to
Sabado.
that this year. And I thought they would do the Beth Phoenix return post match, but oh, there you go. Take Three Wrestling's award show is this week, so you make sure you check that out. I'm not sure if it's still going to be in its own podcast feed or if it's on the Earnestly Speaking feed. But follow them. I think it's at Take Three Wrestling on Twitter, and they'll post the link up there. But yeah, Liv Morgan, Ryan, I agree. But her best work. I mean, Becky Lynch is bringing the best out of Liv Morgan right now. All right, main event. So it was supposed to be Fatal 4-Way.
You
Brock
didn't talk
Lesnar.
about Migos. Migos was with Team RK Bro.
They were there.
Yeah, they were there.
I thought we would cover that a little bit before you get to the main event.
Best musical group in the world, or something they were called.
One
I
of
mean,
the best.
I mean, we talked. There we go. We talked about it. All right, main event.
You wanted the best, but Kiss couldn't show up.
That's
They had
I
to get
hate,
Migos.
I hate that it's intern Mark that wants to talk about the Migos.
I want to talk about Migos. You know,
Go ahead,
Offset's
Mark.
married to.
That doesn't
floor is
surprise me
yours.
one bit.
I would've thought-
Not at
I didn't
all.
say I'm
First of all-
surprised. I said I hate it.
So you got there's 3 members there. You got Quavo, and you got Takeoff, and you got Offset, and they're all related. And Offset is married
That's
to Cardi B.
racist.
Well, they're all related. They're like cousins or something.
That's also racist.
No, it'd be more racist.
Nope.
How would it be racist?
Nope.
No,
Hey,
I don't want to get blackballed.
Is Hillbilly here?
No.
I can't do it. I
Hillbilly.
can't do it.
Sure, let me get my pants on.
He's coming down now. Hillbilly.
No.
I
No.
better not. No, never mind.
Yeah, yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
go.
let
You
him
can
say
play
it.
some sold out front. It's snowing.
Hey, tell him to get the tractor ready for the snow.
He's out there doing
Oh
donuts.
my God, Devin.
Devin,
They're,
he earned the money in the bank, man.
Migos.
I mean,
You've done my
I can't
picks how
believe
many
you guys aren't
times,
Migos
and
fans.
one guy beats me, and I give him money in the bank to do it one time. Calm down.
He's upset. Let's talk about it.
This guy's
Let's-
got a big dick. This guy's got a big dick. and
Right, what are
he's
you
got-
mad about?
Right?
He's hot.
What you mad, bro?
Why are you mad, bro?
Hit him
Like-
with the bro, Mark.
Mark,
Well-
what's your favorite Migos track?
Oh God.
Well, I have several of them.
Of course you do.
I got several.
I just asked for your favorite. Your
Favorite.
number one.
Well, can I go with the Ric Flair drip?
You certainly can.
Sure. Is that works?
I like the spin-off.
Jim, I love that you started that with "Is that?"
Sure.
I mean,
I'm like, I was gonna ask another question, but I'm like, no, I want to get to the end of this portion of the show.
That's fair.
I think we're tapping in right now to an audience that we don't typically bring in here to 3 Count Thursday. People that are flipping through the channels.
Where
We're
does the
here to
Ric
talk
Flair
about
drip
Migos.
come from?
don't
Wow.
want to know. You don't want to know.
Space Mountain.
where.
It comes out of Space Mountain.
He's a real big dude.
Just so we know, we now. I don't want to call Mark out on his on himself, but we are asking for Migos songs, not just songs that members of the Migos did.
Tim, why are you doing this?
Ric Flair drip is
Could've
just
gotten
an
out of it.
offset. Is
That's
just
just
offset.
He did ask though if he could use that. So
I
it's
asked
not.
permission.
And Matthew
Fair.
said yes.
Fair.
There we go.
I mean, we've given him plenty of time to Google search Migos and find other tracks, though. I mean,
Yeah,
Jim could tell me his favorite Migos track right now.
I mean,
He
if
had
Mark-
plenty of time to
Mark
look it
uses
up.
the internet for Google, then his videos won't
he wouldn't
stop
be
working.
here.
Yeah, I'm going to freeze.
Yeah, so
I mean, he uses his internet to Google Migos songs because
how is
he
your
doesn't-
internet slower than a day's in, Mark? That's what I just don't understand.
I got a lot of neighbors I'm letting borrow the
Well,
net,
tell him
okay?
to stop, Mark.
Got a lot
They
of
want-
neighbors.
They
They
can
want-
borrow it from they can borrow it for 22 hours out of your day.
That's
8
right.
to 10
I
is
just need
hours on
Thursday.
Thursday.
For
On
a
Thursday.
Thursday
told
night
Hillbilly
at
if he
8 o'clock,
shovels-
you turn off the guest Wi-Fi. They can go sit outside a library or a McDonald's if they want Wi-Fi for 2 hours, and then they can come back and use yours again when the show's over.
Well,
That's
we're going to
simple.
work
Sorry,
on that.
Hillbilly. We got to
Well-
put our foot down.
We're going to work on that in 2022.
All right, you do that.
Hillbilly's going to.
We aren't talking about Devin over here thinking we're not talking about wrestling. We're talking about the Migos.
Migos,
We're
they're part of wrestling.
we're
They
talking about
were,
wrestling.
day one-ish.
I have
they were
no
on a
clue
pay-per-view.
anything about the Migos.
Ryan, you've heard the Migos before.
You
I
heard 'em.
don't. I really don't think I have.
Yes, you have. You
Well,
probably
without
like
the
that song,
Migos, we don't get Gage Goldberg dabbing. So you
I
can
don't-
thank them for that.
You probably like that song "Straightening."
Straighten
by
it.
Migos. Straightening.
I can't.
I know. They were
Big
they
Jim,
won.
take control, please.
They won the BET award for best group a
See,
couple
the
years
best
back.
group
I
in the
remember
world.
that.
Yeah,
They were the
Who
best.
could forget?
The best group for the BETs. I watched that a lot.
Yes. What about Why Not? That's a great tune too.
why
you gotta
not?
look that one
Why don't we talk about
Why
the
not?
main
That's a
event
Hillary Duff song.
of day
Why
one?
not?
How about that?
Well,
Mark,
we
you gave it. We got your favorite song. If you want to do a Amigos hour, you can do that on the YouTube or the Patreon exclusive. How about that?
All right, that sounds good. I mean, I
very
could talk all day about
No.
Migos.
Good. Do that.
My amigos.
Stop.
God damn it. So main event.
Main event.
Fatal 4-way became a fatal 5-way. Brock Lesnar added to the match.
Sure.
Her.
Did you think the minute he got added that he was going to win the match?
100%.
Yeah.
I don't want to say I knew he was going to win, but like signs pointed to yeah.
Yeah, Brock's a modern day warrior.
Can we not?
And adding him really open up.
Tim loves
really.
Warriors.
I hate Warriors.
You hate Warriors. What about the Road
best
Warriors?
the best thing about Drew McIntyre being gone is that the SmackDown Warrior is gone.
There it
Oh,
goes.
but don't worry,
Look at
they'll bring back the Celtic Warrior.
I'll say Celtic Warriors.
Even stronger.
That's Sheamus.
that. That is
Right.
shame.
Right.
He's still
Well,
there.
he's Mr. Fight Night.
Well, Rich Holland.
No, that's
a
a
warrior
song by
nickname.
Migos.
Yes.
Yeah, Fight Night. That was a
And we're
B-side.
back.
Is that really a Migos song?
That's a
Oh,
good one.
shit.
Fight
I
Night
looked up
third-
modern day was one too. I wanted to fit modern day in somehow for you guys. I don't know.
Yeah, Modern Day
You
is a good
said the
Migos song.
modern day warrior.
Yes.
There you go.
Well,
Uh,
Brock Lesnar's teeth are bad and bougie. Because
They're very bougie.
Gage
Time.
Goldberg says, "Look at my dab."
It looked like
Is that another track? That's unreal.
Brock Lesnar's
That's where
teeth
that
look like
came
he's
from.
been Lesnar's teeth looks like he's been eating stir fry. That's also a Migos song.
Brock Lesnar out here is going to make the Migos do Brock Lesnar drip.
At this point, though, Brock Lesnar can walk it and talk it.
Well, if Brock Lesnar's ever out west, he could catch Roadrunner maybe with the Coyote. Roadrunner's a Migos song. That's a good one too.
That's a good one. Just came out this
Roadrunner.
year. I saw.
Sponsored by Acme.
Mimi.
We lost Big Jim. Oh, he's back.
I'm back.
Get right with you, Jim. Get right
What's-
with you. That's a Migos song, and I'm glad you did. You got it right with us. Coming back to the podcast. I bet Mrs. Big Jim is probably playing "Get Right with You" right now.
Well, now that
Is that the Walter theme song?
Now that Walter might be full time on NXT now.
I saw that.
That's
Oh,
true.
this is Migos?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I've heard this.
Yeah.
This is whatever it needs to be, as long as this theme comes on through the speakers. I go kicking in the bedroom door.
Is it true? I'll shut up. No, I won't even say it. Never.
That's
No,
true,
go,
Jim.
go ahead. The show's already.
Nope, I'm not going to say it.
Jim's gonna walk it and talk it, featuring Drake, another Migos song.
We already did
I'm
that
not
one,
talking
Mark.
about
Come
the
on.
song.
Yeah, okay. We're starting to repeat songs here.
Uh,
I didn't necessarily think that Lesnar was automatically going to win. I thought there was the way they could have gotten to a Lashley Lesnar match from this, and I mean they did anyway, but without the title being involved. But so the match was 8:25. It was just 100-mile-an-hour car crash.
Shortest match of the night.
Shortest
It actually
match
was.
of the
Yeah.
night.
Madcap Moss got more time.
Madcap Moss and
Well-
the pre-show match got more time than this.
That seems fair.
Madcap Moss and the pre-show match were the same exact time. Those two matches and this match were the only ones under 10 minutes.
Now, Madcap Mass, is that a new Catholic gimmick or?
Yes.
That's a new shirt over on our website.
It's the service right before midnight mass.
That's the
Madcap
Madcap
Mass.
The Madcap.
Madcap Mass is you just got done at the all you can eat buffet and you needed to make it to mass before you went to sleep at midnight.
Got it.
Bring your own
Excellent.
wine.
I feel like
Is that a Migos song?
So bring your own wine.
Madcap Mass might be the next T-shirt on T Public.
Madcap Mass. They had some really good ones at the
Madcap.
Night and Day Diner had a special, the Madcap Mass. BBJ used to
Is that where everything was fish?
That
It was all
was.
fish. Boy, they had really good grouper too. Do you remember that, Tim? When we got the grouper that night,
I was
a little bit of
groping the
tartar
grouper.
sauce. You were groping the grouper. I almost got you thrown out of there.
I know. It was just I was double fisting the group.
my.
That's a good thing you're a big tipper. I'll tell you what, they let you stick around.
I've heard Tim's all
Smokey's he's all different. Smokey's
fine.
got
I'm just the tipper.
Smokey's got those short arms and deep pockets.
You know, people look at me sometimes. I can't.
Holy shit.
Wait, Mark is just
So
firing
Brock
on all.
Lesnar won the belt.
Brock Lesnar is the new WWE champion.
Yeah, he did
Tweeting.
things.
Wow.
Love it,
Shocking.
hate it. Where are you
Love
at
it.
with it?
Love it.
I love seeing a young up and comer get a shot.
Yeah.
It's about time to put it on someone new.
Right?
Right.
Also, I hate that Braun Breaker won. So no, here's the deal: Brock Lesnar draws. That shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. The fucker draws.
I mean, yeah, Rumble
What
season.
does him wearing draws have anything to do with this?
No draws. The guy
He wears
in the
those
wheelchair.
overdraws now because he's some sort of
Draws.
The guy I asked for a ride that one time at the beach.
Did he draw?
I met draws at the beach. It's weird you say the beach.
Do you
That
not
was the
remember
joke.
that? Do you not remember that horrible story?
I do.
That's a shame. Draws at the beach.
Why is that a shame?
He gets
Guys
stuck in
who
the
can't use
sand.
their legs can go to the beach too.
You have to put him in one of those big blow-up wheelchairs with the big wheels.
Push him down the
He's already
sand.
got him. The guy from Under Armour helped him up. He's fine. He can go to Mars in that thing.
I'm sorry. We shouldn't have, guys.
Could you push me over to the kettle corn stand, please?
Mark, I apologize and try to steer us, and you get fucking kettle corn.
Push
Hey,
me
listen,
just a little
Listen,
further. I'll
here's
even
short
pay ya.
arms, deep pockets.
Oh,
Short arms, deep pockets. I'll even pay you, Smokey. Just push me around the corner to the kettle corn stand. I'll even pay you. You're such a tease, Smokey. Draws can smell that kettle corn. Fresh baked pop right there on
Thank
the
God he still
boardwalk.
has his sense of smell.
Holy shit.
Smokey wouldn't do it.
What an asshole, Ryan.
Man, I'll tell
wrong
you what.
with
You
you?
think you know somebody.
I'm the asshole in this totally made-up hypothetical situation.
You wouldn't
Correct.
push
I'm the
Draws
guy
around the
making
corner.
it up.
Just remember, only one of us wanted to be there when Owen Hart died. Just
That
one
is
of
true.
us.
That's true.
I love the match. I love the finish. I have no problem with Brock as champion right now. I really like. It's not
You
surprising.
better not. He's going to be the only one left on the roster in 3 weeks.
Well, you're not wrong.
No.
Well, it'll be Brock and Roman, so we're going to get that match at some point because that might be the only
out,
match
of,
we have
out
left.
of necessity, yes.
Yes, Tim.
Can WWE help themselves?
Nope.
No,
No.
I think they
Not
proved
anymore.
they can't.
Like,
They've backed themselves into a corner at this point.
you know what they're going to do, right?
Yeah.
And we think this is a good idea?
No.
Okay,
What?
I just wanted to make sure.
But
What,
it
you
doesn't
find-
matter what we think.
It doesn't matter what we think.
It doesn't. Hey, did you guys see The Rock's having a feud with Elmo?
Tim,
Yes.
I don't think it's a problem at all. I
So
think they
you don't
see.
think
How you
you
like
don't
that?
think that a Brock Lesnar Roman Reigns title unification match
No.
is not a bad idea?
They're
I-
going to
I'll
have to
be-
unify the titles because they're
Do
going
I
to have
think
to
it's a
unify
bad
the
idea?
brands.
Yes, they're going to unify the brands. It's working for AEW, and they think it'll work for them.
I doubt it.
No,
I mean,
don't-
they're
I
going
don't
to
think
have
they're
to
gonna
do
unify
that
the
out
brand.
as necessity as well because they won't have enough to fill 2 rosters by July.
Matt, if the last 2 years has proven anything, they have no problems running the same matches week after week on Monday Night Raw.
And if they have to, they'll go back to prison.
Like they don't care if it's if the Raw roster is 12 people and the SmackDown roster is 8, and they just run it back week after
Is
week.
that where it's at?
Where
I
they've
mean,
pretty much
they're-
proven that they're
getting
fine.
there.
With it.
They're sitting here trying to tell us that they've got 30 women for a Royal Rumble in 2 weeks.
No, they'll have 30 women, but it's going to be
It'll be it'll be
Right. It'll be very
Legends
Molly Holly heavy.
and-
legendary and NXT
NXT
calls.
and
Santina.
Santina Morello will probably be there. I wouldn't be shocked if
What's,
the Bellas are there. I
Mark, I need you for this one. What
I'm here for you.
What was Ronnie Garvin's drag name?
Oh, he was. What the heck was it? I can picture him. He was a good-looking woman.
Was it Sweet Georgia Brown or something like that?
That was. There was definitely a Sweet Georgia Brown. Was that a Dusty Rhodes thing?
I don't remember.
But I remember.
Jesus.
I remember Ron.
Was it
Ronnie
Miss
and
Atlanta?
Miss Atlanta Lively.
Miss
There it
Atlanta
is.
Lively.
There it is.
Miss Atlanta Lively. Used to date
She'll
her
be in
back
the Rumble.
80s.
I bet the Bellas are going to be in the Rumble.
Oklahoma will be in the Rumble.
Oh. Goddamn, be in that Rumble. this year.
Oklahoma.
My main event mustard.
Miss Atlanta Lively.
There we go.
Hands of
Man.
Stone, Miss Atlanta Lively.
Good Lord.
Yeah, those Amish hands. Those Amish woman, man hands with a woman.
That's
how they pull
Barn
that
raising
Hodeka
hands.
celery. That Hodeka celery ain't going to pull itself out of the ground.
See,
Man.
I don't think they're going to unify the titles, and I don't think they're going to unify the brands. They'll probably do title for title and have whoever the champion is, Roman Reigns, be on both shows.
And you said that about a North American and Cruiserweight Championship too, Jim.
And look what happened.
Because I think as long as Fox and NBC Universal are paying for separate shows, they want their own champion. That's why I don't think there's going to be unifying of the titles.
What? Well, they could just make another belt.
I mean, what are you going to do?
We're already using Barney words. So
You
we
also
can
have
just
the
come
world
up
and the
with
universe. The Galaxy
the
Champion?
Intergalactic Championship.
Why not?
The Metaverse Championship.
Super-de-duper champion.
Super-de-duper Championship.
Might as well. You got NXT 2.0 to fit right in there.
That's true.
Gosh.
But yeah, I think it's more likely that they do just one person holding both belts. You can Velcro them together. It's real simple.
There you go. Like a scarf.
Mike says, I think they both want Reigns. Yeah. So I think that's what's going to happen is it's going to end up champion versus but that's going to be the interesting part, because how do you get to that point because currently on the schedule there's nothing between Rumble and Mania.
Praise God.
Well,
there is a Saudi show
slated
for February.
Right. It's not officially announced yet, and Omicron might have something to say about that.
And might I say, Omicron needs to speak up.
Right. Keep speaking up until we get through Sands of Time.
Isn't that the leader of the Autobots, Omicron?
This was going to be my question that Mike brings up. What happens to the Rumble winner? And he says Elimination Chamber, but right now there's not a pay-per-view
Jim,
premium live event between now or between Royal Rumble and WrestleMania. So does the Rumble winner lose that match between, lose their championship opportunity? Oh, there's that word again. Between
opportunity,
Rumble and Mania on like Monday Night Raw or Friday Night SmackDown? Because or does
who's winning the Rumble this year?
I don't know.
Omicron.
Big E, maybe.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Make it a three-way then. Wouldn't be the first time we saw a big match in Mania with three-way.
It would be the first time since last WrestleMania that the WrestleMania main event was a triple threat.
Devin says maybe WWE is going to bring in Sunny to be part of the Women's Rumble if she's not too busy trying to sell OnlyFans or getting out on parole.
As long as those feet picks still pop off, we're fine.
Gross.
Fucking can of corns.
Put some butter on it.
So good. Roman, Brock, Bobby, triple threat for all the belts.
Bob.
Yeah, I don't know, because that's going to be the
I
thing.
didn't think you could play the Bob one when it's Bobby.
Sorry,
yeah.
Bobby.
Thank you.
My bad.
It's Tim's last show. Do this right.
My bad. My B. I know he likes the Bob.
He
He
does.
likes the Bob.
He likes the Shane McMahon too, but we're not playing that for him
No.
tonight.
Please.
The best.
Just my last week.
I know, but he said it.
The
I don't
rules,
give a
Tim.
shit what he said.
I know, but like, them's the rules.
No.
You're sounding very January 6th right now. The rules are the rules.
Well, I'm going to insurrect. Let me log into this here podcast.
The question is, which one did I pick?
The one that's going to go until January 6th next year.
Shane McMahon.
You picked the right one.
Pick the right one.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I think that's the intriguing part. Is
I'm
how
intrigued.
if you're going to get Brock and Roman title for title, unification of title, brand new title, whatever you're going to do at WrestleMania. Yeah, what happens to the Rumble winner? And if you're going to screw over the Rumble winner, I hope it's not somebody I actually want to see, like, in a title match.
Don't worry, it will be, Jim. Do not worry.
If it's Big E, I don't want it. I don't want Big E to not get the title match.
Who could win the Rumble and make sense, and you not be upset about that?
Happy Corbin. And then he gets sad again and becomes
Get sad
Corbin,
again.
and
All right,
then we're
I would
all
take that. That's fine.
happy. Happy Corbin wins the Rumble, loses his title shot, becomes sad.
Or
If Happy Corbin wins the Royal Rumble, I will not watch a single minute of WWE for the rest of 2022.
You know, I saw
Counterpoint.
something on Corbin real quick before we move off of the Corbin, and this blew my mind. Baron Corbin made his WWE
Tabby cat.
in 2014. Since then, not a single superstar has kicked out of End of Days.
yeah, correct.
Really?
Wild. Talk about a protected, not a single star.
I'll tell you this right now.
Isn't that wild?
Counterpoint. Happy Corbin wins the Rumble. Smashes, stacks, and pins Brock and Roman. And we get happiest Corbin.
If
Where
that
literally-
happens, I will not watch a minute of WWE until 2025.
What if he
I don't
loses the
believe it.
titles in 15 seconds on Raw?
The only way I will accept it is if he loses them by the Usos, both of them coming down and throwing in a ragged, crusty, his old shirt with the mustard stains.
Okay. All right. I'm there for
I
that.
like it. I like what you're doing here, and rumor is they probably need writers because they're firing everybody else.
Well, hey, I want some sort of job security.
I can't find that.
Yeah.
Mike says Bobby wins the Rumble and makes it a triple threat. Bobby.
You think Alice would throw in the apron?
Alice would be the hot tag.
Bring
Yes, she would.
back
The hottest tag.
the
Maybe
winged
not, too.
eagle while they're at it.
She's
Says
She's
unify
not too busy with Sam Heat.
the IWGP World Heavyweight Belt. Come up with an even worse title design.
Ooh, that garbage. That is not a nice.
Alice has
looking belt.
got
It is a
him.
bad title. It's a bad title.